Hello, YouTube family. Well, we are going to share with you today some of our security measures that we have on our coach. And I think I went a little overboard. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
She's going to love it.
Frankie is Fort Knox.
You know, there are times when you go to certain places you feel safe, but then there's other times you don't feel so safe. And some of the devices that we do have, we use with our two dogs to alert us. If we're inside a store, the camera system that we have will tell us, or give us an indication of what they're doing. We have temperature monitors inside our coach from Govee products that tell us how the temperature is inside our coach. Our coach is set up with a generator to adjust the air conditioning, climate control inside the coach. So there's no danger inside our coach with our pets. I've kind of
had a few concerns.
Yeah.
People asked.
And fail-safes that we have in place as well. So we have redundancy. And we also have a magnet that we put on the side of the coach, which I'll show, that tells people if they hear the dogs barking, what's going on. And I purchased 4 magnets. One on each side of the doors, the driver's side and the passenger side, and we can also slap one on the front of the coach itself, letting people know, hey, the dogs are barking, but they're okay, and there's a phone number they can contact us at to let us know if they're concerned.
And then we just let them know that the coach is climate controlled, that we have things in place, but we're never far from the dogs anyway. So that would be like if we just ran into a store or took a walk or something without them. Like if it was too hot and we didn't want them getting overheated. But I also feel like a lot of these things that we have is really great for those people that are traveling alone. Like we've seen, we're next to an airport. It's an airport. But I feel like a lot of these things are great precautions for, well, not just women traveling alone, but also, men that are traveling alone and you want all that safety measure. I feel like that's good. And nowadays, the sad part is like you just can't ever be too safe.
Do you feel safe?
I feel safe.
Can you sleep at night?
I can.
And there are other safety devices that we do have that I'm not going to post on this YouTube video. Most of you guys could probably guess, but I'm just going to show you some of the basics that we have. And just show you how you can protect yourself should things arise. Again, thank you for watching. The reason I picked the Norio product is that it has a magnetic base that this camera sets on. The battery of this camera is pretty long. You will not wear out a battery over a weekend of camping. One thing that's nice about the Norio is that you can take these cameras and go right to your vehicle. You can place them anywhere you want. You adjust the angle by moving this on the magnetic base. Now you may ask, hey, what if somebody were to steal these cameras off the vehicle? Not a problem. They do store video on the camera themselves, as well as they go to the cloud. So if you're hooked up to an internet, everything that's recorded on these cameras go up to the cloud that you can access later. We do have cameras on our coach that are positioned all the way around, but the nice thing about these is the coach cameras, you have to have the key on to take a look at all the cameras. With this, it automatically notifies you that there is motion or a person around. You can also use these devices to sound off an alarm, and you can also talk two-way. You can hear and also talk to an individual asking what they're wanting. Norio has an app that can be used with your phone to monitor your various cameras, look at the videos. The app also alerts you if there's motion or people or pets or packages. You can use the app to speak to the individual. It's a two-way communication. You can also set off an alarm, as well as if it's in the evening, there are spotlights on various cameras that you can use to light up a dark area. The other benefit of the app is that you can download certain video and share it with others. As you can see, as we're sitting here at the campsite, we have these cameras that are magnetic that can be located on the coach. We have one on the side as well as on the front. These are just examples. You may want to do them differently. We also have one on the pedestal back here where the power is that also gets the side of the van. I'll show you some video clips of each of these angles. You can have these cameras facing any direction and alert you on motion or person detection. They also have spotlights if you want them to come on to spotlight the individual at night. Here is some actual footage of Belinda and I outside the coach, enjoying a nice campfire as Arrow is just pacing around, looking to see if he wants to chew his chewy or lay on his pad. This video shows Belinda coming back from walking with Arrow, and the camera picked up motion and is recording. We had a family next to us with children, and you can see that the camera picked up motion in the front and recorded it. I would like to make one clarification. I am not a Norio sponsored YouTube. I did use the Arlo product, which gave me many problems, and I switched over to the Norio product. The Arlo product always notified me that there was movement, but sometimes it would not record. One of the items that we have in our coach to monitor our pets is the Norio Indoor Pan and Tilt Cam T110. This camera is set up to be plugged in either by a 110 volts or you can plug it into a USB port. Right now the camera is showing that it is sleeping. What's nice about this camera is that when you do wake it up, which I'll show you, it is also a tracker, so it tracks things inside the coach upon their movement. So we can kind of watch what our pets are doing. It also has a manual override where you can tilt, pan inside the coach, look all the way around the coach to see what's going on. So this is our indoor camera when we are stepping out to either do grocery shopping or eat at a restaurant just down the street, which is about 3 minutes away, 5 minutes away. The unit is sleeping until you turn it on. And when it turns on, it lifts up its window gate, we'll call it, and it's ready to monitor and record. Looking inside the coach, the camera, being the tilt camera for the pet cam, you can actually go in here and move it up, side to side. Truckers use on the road is they check their tire pressure by sound. So they buy a little wooden stick that they can hit their tire and see what sound it makes, and it tells them the tire is flat. However, at nighttime, if you happen to be in your rig and you needed to use the stick for other things that might be crawling outside your rig, this stick speaks softly and carries a big stick. Item that I have purchased. It's a LED smart cartoon lamp. It is battery operated, so you do have to replace the batteries. What's nice about these lights is it can set on for on at nighttime for continuous light, or auto, which would be when it's dark outside, it senses motion and it turns the light on. So when Belinda's out there walking Arrow, the lights automatically come on around the coach just to light her way when she's out there in the dark. What's nice about these lights, they also have magnets. So we usually position them outside our coach so that we can show light. You can also use the other light to be positioned around the pedestal or around the sewer tank or water connections if you have to go outside and look at something. So these are pretty handy.
And if all else fails, you've got him.
He loves to welcome strangers, especially at night when they come to the door. He jumps on them and he's very happy with them. One of the other areas that we have protection from bears or lions and tigers, oh my, is this tactical pepper gel UV dye, because you definitely want to UV dye your animals that come against you. So if you were to open that door and there's a two-eyed animal, Bigfoot, you'll have to give him a squirt right there in his face. He'll take care of it. So, honey, what do you think? You think this will work?
I think that'll work.
Here are the magnets that I purchased from GoPrint. I had to make the template myself, but they printed it on a magnet. It's 8 by 12. I'll have a description with more details in the description. But this is the details. Another item that I purchased for security reasons is I saw that what'd you say? What did my supervisor say?
Because we don't have enough.
Are you saying we need more security devices? Woman, you are well protected in any situation. And you
should see her house.
Oh, she'll be glad when they work for the reason they work. Anyways, I was watching Kenny of All Trades on his YouTube channel, and he had this device that actually made sense. When he does boondocking and there is no Wi-Fi and you can't get your cameras to communicate through Wi-Fi because there's no cellular service, we have this device which is called the eMacros. eMacros is a wireless system that is basically a driveway alarm. The sensors have solar panels to allow for charge. You can also manually charge them if you'd like. And then on the inside, you can check what channel you would like this sensor to go off on. And if you look at the receiving device, there's numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 of these. And when you turn on the unit, anytime it's activated, number 3 would come on the receiver. And then number 1 also would come on, but it has a it tells you that number 1 is going off and number 3, but each one has its own ringtone, so you can actually listen to what is activated in what area. What's nice also about this device is that I purchased magnets off of Amazon and I glued them on the back of this device so they can also be attached to your vehicle. You can have one in the front and the back, so if somebody were to come up to your rig, the unit would automatically sound. Again, this is just a secondary device that you can use for movement in your campsite, What Kenny of all trades does is he goes boondocking out in the woods, and he sets these out at 200 feet, 150 feet, 100 feet, and 50. This way he knows whatever's coming down towards him is getting closer. And obviously you don't know what it is, but it will alarm you that if you're out all by yourself camping and there's nobody around and all of a sudden these devices are going off, it kind of gives you an idea. Could it be a deer? Possibly. Could it be a bear? Possibly. Or could it be, human? Anyways, this is another device that I use when we do boondocking out in the boonies, when nothing else is available via Wi-Fi or cellular. This is the socialize system that I use for my hotspot. I activate it by a push button right here. Once you activate the socialize system, the unit starts searching what best network is around for upload and download speeds. You can also take a look and see their suggestion and then have it retry again for better connectivity. But I enjoy the socialize. It is battery operated. I can take it anywhere. And then I can also plug it up through the USB plug. It has a carrying case where you can stick your charging cord and the socialize system. I pay a monthly fee, and it's unlimited Wi-Fi. And I use that in the coach. I use it through the Wi-Fi Ranger, as well as if I want to connect directly to the socialize system, I can do that as well. But the socialize system is used to help the cameras that I have in the RV to have connectivity through Wi-Fi, and then I can access video through the cell service. The other reason I like this socialize system is I don't have to fight for Wi-Fi at a campground when everybody else is fighting for the only Wi-Fi system available. I have my own Wi-Fi system. We'll go ahead and do a speed test, seeing what the socialize is capable of. Right now it's AT&T Internet. And it looks to be a download speed of 7.48 and an upload speed 2.62.